Oxford, Mississippi. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From deep, it's Glover. He was looking for more running room, but none. Round as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside, it's Clark. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was the guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to...
Sprinting away! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The counter run plays really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Sees an alley. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Got a little space. turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Knight. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With the draw, it's Overton. Past the 6. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. Took a shot as he threw. Gets rid of it.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second and long here. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cunningham. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Needs it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quick give. It's Warren. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
He's changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. They'll move the tight end.
Spade, Ninja. Bridge. Hawkeye. Mustang, Bender.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They give it back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He breaks a tackle. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. In the backfield, it's Reed. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
First down, he'll keep it. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Gets the back moving. Makes the catch and he's free. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a first and goal.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. The give. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll try to power it in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the second time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Straight ahead, it's Clark. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment on the play. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. First play of this drive. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Roberts. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. This quarterback part of their running game. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take it himself. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's Clark. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 8 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's USC eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
Going to the run to start this second half. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Taylor wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they've tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give is to Smith. Breaks the tackle. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. Run ends there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Third and 4. On the delay, it's Overton. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got a man, it's Reed. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Got it behind the line. It's Warren. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Stay up, stay up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Running inside, it's Clark. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keep it on the ground. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
It's a point in the...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
How many times do you see this early in the season? Get caught napping, and all of a sudden you are in danger of being upset. All over him immediately.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Snapped on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Going to try to get it himself.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Off play action. Right side, it's Cunningham. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Caught on the RPO. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down. There was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air. It's Knight. Buys time to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Keeps it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Bounced right back to them.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
In the red area, it's Overton. Powers through the defender.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. The snap sets up the throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, that was 2 points they needed to have to tie this one up. Now, there's tons of pressure on the defense to get the ball back to have a chance to win.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first down.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Runs through the tackle. He's loose at the 15. There he goes. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Brought down. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. Here's a little room there. The 40. Inside the 30. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.